you're just going to meet a lot of different people throughout the show. So if you want a show to like passively watch, this might not be for
No.
you. Nah,
Yeah.
you have to really be in the story, really following the timeline, really following, okay, where are we at? Are we in the past? Are we in the present? All right, so we're not going to get into spoilers. Let's talk about what the show is for people checking out this and maybe they haven't seen it yet. So this is sort of like a thriller. I don't,
Gang.
yeah, we got gang. We got it's action. There's some action in here, a little bit of romance too. But basically, think for all the anime fans out there, think Erased, but longer scale Erased, and hopefully not a bad ending, right? So we
A little
have
bit more darker. You know,
little
these
bit
gangs.
darker, yeah. So we have an MC. He travels back in the past 12 years. Was it 12 years?
Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah,
E-
that's
exactly
his
12
ability.
years. What's interesting though is that as time continues to move forward, he can still only travel back 12 years. So don't think that he can keep getting a bunch of redos because he can't. So he can alter the previous timeline, but he kind of only gets one shot to do that, right? Because as the current timeline moves, so does the previous, right? So he's trying to rewrite history because he finds out that his ex-girlfriend from middle school has died she's been killed from gang violence. If you like time travel, you got to check this one out, right? You got to check this one out. If you don't like time travel, there's still a bunch of other fun, interesting stuff here to keep you hooked. When this show is at its best, when the storytelling is at its best, right? That's how I
Mhm.
feel. Would you agree?
Yeah. Yeah, the animation isn't super crazy, and there's nothing else that's like super crazy about it. But just the characters and the story is just what keeps you going back. You know, like what a good story should be. You know.
Yeah, so that is the main appeal of this anime. If you want a good story, that's what this is. This is a very plot heavy show. I've had, listen, the animation ain't bad by any stretch, but I don't think it's impressive at all. I would say it's average or maybe even subpar at times. If that pulls you out of the story, like it does me occasionally, you might find that annoying. Other people don't care. Other people are perfectly fine with it. It just depends on how you view it. The designs are not the best at times, and that might bother you. Might not bother you. Bothers some people. It doesn't bother Germs as much. Bothers me a little bit more. I think the music, the OST is phenomenal in this show. Would you agree?
Oh, I didn't notice it too much, but yeah,
Oh, I think it's great. I think the OPs and EDs were great. I think that ominous music that happens whenever Takemichi sort of learns something that he doesn't want to learn, or like he was supposed to prevent something that doesn't get prevented. I love that music. I think what's funny is I actually think the OST for the show is probably above average. So where the animation may lack a little bit, I think the music was phenomenal for the show. Like I said, the OPs, the EDs, the whole thing was great. And yeah, and the characters, I mean, lovable characters, a little bit too much characters though. If you want a show to like passively watch, this might not be for
no.
you. Nah,
Yeah.
you have to really be in the story, really following the timeline, really following, okay, where are we at? Are we in the past? Are we in the present? What's different from before?
Last time, yeah.
Yeah, who is this? What happened with them? There's a lot of different side plots going on. So yeah, I like the batch of characters that they've given us. I just feel like they've thrown a lot at us pretty quickly for 24 episodes. That's how I feel. Germs might disagree, but there's a lot to keep track of here, and certainly a lot of characters to keep track of here.
It's a more big brain kind of series. You know, you can't just be like listen to the dub and just like sleeping. You know.
Yeah, nothing like genius. Nothing. We're not
Yeah.
talking like some experimental Evangelion stuff here. You just got to pay attention. There's just a lot of moving parts to the show. It's not just something that you kind of put on and it's like, oh, okay, here's where we're at. No, a lot of things are changing. Even the gangs are changing. The relationships between people change. Just make sure that you're keeping up to date with it. Let's say if we recommend it or not. What are your overall thoughts? Do you recommend this? Do you think that this is a hot new show of 2021? What's the type of person you think this anime is for? How much did
Hmm.
you enjoy it? Give the people what they really want to hear, Germs.
Yeah, I think I would definitely recommend it. Not to everyone, this is definitely not like oh yeah, you gotta watch. This is like, oh, you want something a little bit more mysterious, a little bit of time travel maybe. It's like, okay, this is a good recommendation. I don't think this is like a thing I'd be like, oh, you gotta watch Revengers. You gotta it's so fire. It's good. It's pretty nice. It's just it's a little bit more of a quiet kind of show. You can't just there's no big titties everywhere. There's no he's not falling into boobs everywhere. There's not one of those kind of shows.
What do you give it out of 5?
I think I'm gonna. This is a tough one. I'm gonna give it a 3. I wish I could give it. I wish I can give it a little bit more. I wish I could give it a 4, but I'm interested in it, but I'm not like super excited to see. It's a 3. It's a solid 3.
I'm actually surprised that I thought you liked the show a little bit more than me, but it seems that we kind of have the same opinion. I'm going to give it a 3. So guys and gals out there, the weebs, have you seen Tokyo Revengers? If you made it to this part in the video, we assume you have, or you just don't give a shit and you're just like, yeah, I'll listen to these guys talk. Comment down below, what did you make of the season? Did you like it as much as we did? Did you like it a little bit more? Did you like it a little bit less? People are kind of, I feel like there's a lot of people that like it and a lot of people that hate it. So yeah, let us know down in the comments below. If you like this content, check out the channel. We have a weekly podcast. And yeah, any final thoughts for Tokyo Revengers, Germs?
We need 200% more Hina next season. That's my
yes. That's the takeaway. More Hina. We demand more Hina.